Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Grunts and Grumbles podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Tom.
And today we have our boy Danny.
What up?
Hey, buddy.
Danny.
Thanks for coming, man.
Danny Martinez.
Martin.
How
My
you doing?
Pancho. My Pancharelli.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, back at work. Everything good.
Everything's great.
We're
I know, we're all
there.
full into it.
Halloween month.
Oh, yes. Almost over.
Oh, it's counting
So
down.
last-
It's getting close. The
this
full
is our
moon's
last
coming.
episode before.
We can do another one.
Well,
we'll probably
squeeze
squeeze
one
in
in.
a
Well, maybe we'll do a little Halloween special.
You should do a Halloween special. You're a Halloween guy.
I'm a Halloween guy.
We
and
want to
this
do
is
one.
the-
We want to do kind of a. I was thinking maybe doing a party
Yeah.
with the way everything is. Do a Zoom party, set it up. But we're not tech savvy that way, so
I don't know. I feel like this is good enough for us.
it might just be a
Maybe
phone.
we do a Facebook Live or
yeah.
something. I don't know. We'll see.
Zoom isn't that difficult.
It's not that
It really
difficult.
is.
No, I know, but then you got to send everybody
You have
like
to
an
make sure
email
everyone's there.
chain, and it's a
Yeah.
whole thing, and I'm
Yeah.
not really.
I don't want to bother
I'm
people.
not interested in that.
But to watch us drink, we did that last episode.
We did that. Yeah, we just drink.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
Because I know we did address it a couple of episodes ago. We're playing the month of Halloween.
Yeah.
And it's your favorite month.
Correct.
Do you remember all your costumes, or at least the very first costume?
Like the first one, I was like a kid.
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
My memory's kind of shit though. Anyway, to be
Your mom will
completely
probably fill you in.
honest. If we called my mom, she could tell us everything.
Okay. I remember. Okay. I'll tell you mine.
Maybe we can do a Halloween special call to our parents. And
Okay.
Find out all of our information.
Mine was a penguin.
Sweet.
Very first one.
The largest penguin you've ever seen in your life.
And then
Mutated penguin.
yeah. And then I remember being Batman, the Darth
Nice.
Vader when I told
Yeah.
you about Dracula, a werewolf at one point.
I mean, I feel like every one of us has been a vampire.
Yeah, it's the easiest one to do with
I
the
would
claws
say
and the
you-
fangs, right?
Yeah, or no claws, just a fang and a cape. That's all you
Yeah,
need.
that's it.
I was also a ninja.
Were you?
Yeah, I think
a
I was
ninja.
We
up
were all
I was a
ninjas too. Of
ninja.
course,
yeah.
The funny
No,
part
that
is,
makes sense.
I was a ninja, and that was, I think, the year that we got jacked for our candy. And I was
While you were a ninja?
While I was a ninja. I wasn't a very good ninja.
No,
but,
you were a terrible ninja.
but actually, no, I was a good ninja because you know what? I got thrown in a bush. They
Yeah.
didn't steal my candy. They stole my brothers and my cousins, and I was in the bush.
So there you are. You were that hidden, like crouching tiger, hidden dragon in the bush with
Exactly.
your
Just
candy.
hiding
and-
stuff. That's awesome.
I mean, I'm small now. You can imagine me at 8
Oh my
years
god!
old.
I can only imagine like small Danny and
big Tom?
ginormous Tom
Yeah.
trick or treating
I
together.
wouldn't have got jacked if I had
They'd
him by
have been
my
like,
side.
"Oh, it's so cute. He's trick or treating with his dad."
But yeah, I
That's
remember
good.
I was Lionel one year.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, just it was, sometimes they were just the plastic
Of
suits
course.
with the masks.
Yeah, of course. The plastic cheap.
I think
masks,
even
of
at
course.
one point I was Roadrunner too.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was just
Okay.
He just had big blue feathers sticking out of his
no, it
butt.
was just the plastic mask. With the,
Little tiny
He was
skinny
walking
guy.
around with blue feathers on his butt, just going meep meep. That's what he was doing the whole time.
it wasn't running though for some reason. I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
you had feathers up your ass. Do you guys remember when you were trick or treating, like the people of the house you hated that you got the apples and the toothbrushes and shit like that? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Did you get that in your neighborhood growing up?
Well, I had the pleasure of living in a building with 4 buildings right beside each other.
Oh, so you just
Right.
went through the
Lined up.
buildings.
So what we would do is we would go with one bag.
Yeah.
We would do our building always last because
Okay.
it's closest to home.
Smart.
And we would start at one building, do that
So
one.
you telling me in your 4 fucking buildings you got jacked for candy and
No,
someone?
that was the year that
Oh,
we
okay.
went out. We went out.
I'm like someone in your 4 building radius fucking
we went,
robbed
we
you
went
of your
out,
candy.
We went out to Chalk Farm. I don't know if you guys know the area.
Chalk Farm?
I
No.
don't know. No.
No?
Where's that? Mississauga?
No.
Where is that?
Jane and Wilson area. Those
And it's
brown
called
buildings.
Chalk Farm.
Yeah, they work. I don't know. I mean,
know.
the street
Oh,
was
because
called
they
that.
were chalk marks.
Chalk
No,
lines?
no.
Because all the chalk lines on the street?
I mean, I seen some crazy stuff in that
Yeah,
area,
no
but yeah.
shit, man.
But
No,
we
I
had
don't
gone
know.
there,
Yeah.
and it was just. I think it was just an opportunity.
Of course,
Like,
your kids.
you know what I mean? We were kids.
Oh,
These
I-
guys were walking on the other side of the street. They were going home. and
Were they adults
coming,
or?
we were coming up? No, they were probably. I would say they were probably like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we were coming up, and it literally happened right in front of my building.
Oh shit.
Like it happened.
With your
people came up-
you were full of candy though.
Yeah, I was.
You're on
full
your
of
way
candy.
home.
I was on my way home.
Yeah.
With 2 of my cousins and both of my brothers.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just came out and like we had saw them, but we
Yeah.
didn't pay. You don't pay attention.
Of course.
And then when just as we were getting in front,
Yeah.
it all went down, and then luckily, I mean, we knew a lot of people in that building, so a whole bunch of people came out and they kind of ran, and then they didn't get any of our candy. All our candy was like scattered all on the floor.
It's
so
like a pinata.
It was like
pinata in front of you.
Yeah.
they just smacked a
What were you dressed up as?
I believe it was a ninja. That was
That was a ninja. That's so crazy. No.
So did you, when you were trick or treating, did you go in like large groups, Tom? Or?
No. Well, as a kid, it was funny. As a kid, for me, because like I was told you before, it was in my aunt and uncle's neighborhood.
Right.
So basically, it was just like go, and then I had no supervision. Like back then, there was
I didn't have supervision either.
Yeah, me neither.
We just went with our friends,
and then
my brother and stuff like
when
that.
When my brother got old enough to do it, then it became a family thing. Then my mom and my dad got dressed up and they went out too. And
when you were a kid and your brother wasn't old enough, they were just like, "Get the hell out of here, Tom. We don't give a shit."
No, 12 years old, I was getting shit. Even in Ontario place, I was told like I was too big for the playland. I'm like, I'm 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
he probably knocked on the doors like, "Hey, you're like we don't serve candies to adults."
Yeah, it got.
And he's like, "I'm 12 years old."
I could totally see that though. I had a buddy that was buying beer for his older cousin,
right?
And he was 14.
Shut up!
I'm dead serious.
But he was tall.
He was tall.
And no, he was just he wasn't tall.
He was 14, had a full beard.
He was 14, had a full beard. Exactly, really? Absolutely, 100%.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So he would just go to the, and they wouldn't question him. They'd be like, "What 14-year-old kid's got a full beard? He's got to be 19." And they would just let him.
What was his nationality?
Arabic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was just gonna say, does he live close to the nuclear power plant? So okay, Danny's here.
Danny Martin.
Your background, people don't know who you are as opposed to this show. You're talking about Halloween because you're with us. But how do we know you?
I guess it was me.
I break balls a lot.
Yeah.
On set.
Yeah.
That's how you guys mostly know me.
Yeah.
When did we meet again? What show was it?
We met.
Impulse?
No, we met on that court show.
Oh, In Contempt.
In Contempt.
Yeah.
But when I met him, I believe first on Incorporated.
Yes.
Okay.
Me and him worked on Incorporated. I was like fresh.
Yeah.
This is when you were doing locations?
No. This was when I was.
You were doing.
Actually, I did meet you in locations because I did.
Lost Girl.
Lost Girl. When
yeah,
you guys
but
did
I
that
don't remember.
Garbage.
Neither do I. But anyhow.
Yeah, because In Contempt was so good.
You did last In Contempt.
Or whatever, Incorporated, whatever you guys were
That
doing.
actually was good.
Actually, it was okay.
The sets were good.
The actors we had good caliber of actors too. It just
story sucked.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
We did a lot with that set dressing though. The whole parking lot was amazing. Unfortunately, things happen, right? They're out of our control at that point.
Absolutely.
Right, and then it's do we send it back? Do we keep it or do we scrap it? And they scrapped it.
Scrap it.
Right.
Whatever.
It happened. I mean, you worked on some shows that you're like, this show's so bad.
Well, you read some scripts and you're like, how?
Yeah,
this happened?
Exactly. How? And then you're like, 6 seasons of this?
Yeah.
Really? You're like,
yeah. And then then you read a script and you're like, wow, this is going to be an amazing TV show. Gets like halfway through, it's like, nah, it's not working out. They get shut down.
They get shut down.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Thinking about how the transition, we had Hannibal, which at one point was the highest rated 10 p.m. show on NBC.
Mm-hmm. I just
that
started
was
watching
like
too.
That was the most gruesome show too. That was shot here, and then all of a sudden they wanted to redo Heroes. So then they did the second coming of Heroes here as well. So NBC did the.
Did that get on TV?
I think.
There's the Heroes one.
It did, but they
Reborn.
Yeah, but
Reborn.
In order to do it, because Heroes was the 10 o'clock Thursday night spot, they got rid of Hannibal.
Well, they canceled Hannibal?
They canceled Hannibal to hope that Heroes was going to be that benchmark.
10 o'clock at night seems like such a late time to watch TV shows.
And then it tanked. And then it tanked. And
Hannibal was doing great.
Hannibal
was.
I just started watching it recently.
It had really good rate. I did locations.
Were you on locations on that?
I did locations first season of that.
Mm-hmm. That was shot out in Mississauga, right?
Yeah.
Or borderline Mississauga.
Pickering.
What, Hannibal?
Yeah.
A lot of it.
No, but didn't they have a studio?
The studio was
was in Mississauga, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in
Orwell. The studio
Orwell.
was the one that we were using for the boys last year.
Right. Oh,
in
that area.
In that area. I don't remember.
I don't think it was the same one though.
No, it's not.
But in that neighborhood,
but it's in that
Carla,
in that neighborhood. Yeah.
Not Carla, Cawthra.
Cawthra.
But Hannibal was a great show.
Oh, amazing show.
And it got canceled just.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I did. Yeah.
I'm just like 2 episodes, 3 episodes.
And just because like some of the stuff that I saw on set before, like, you know, as we were shooting it, my first day was on the beach in the Bluffs, you know, the famous Bluffs, minus 30 degrees weather.
Perfect.
I was living in Cambridge at the time. I had to commute through a snowstorm, so I started at 3 o'clock in the morning to be there for 7. I was still in craft service at that point, so I wasn't a category member.
Yep.
And I got bumped 20 minutes after I parked. So like,
come on.
And it was right before call. They're like, "Sorry, we bumped you." I'm like, "I'm here.
That's bullshit.
I'm in full of my gear."
I feel like there should be a time limit for that.
So they talked to the best boy. It was a grip call. The best boy goes, "Yeah, we can get him even for 8 hours." And it was crazy because I hadn't worked a while.
Yeah.
And then they throw me into this one. So it's on a beach, and they're putting up this human totem pole. So it's a totem pole.
I've seen that.
All these naked bodies. I'm like,
the body parts and things like
and
that.
I'm going,
right?
what sick fuck wrote this, right? And then literally 2 days before that day, or the day before that day, I was watching Boys of the Hood because it was on TV.
Yeah.
Just reliving that movie. Love that movie.
Great movie.
And all of a sudden, we go from the beach to the house above the bluffs. And in the house is Lawrence Fishburne. I'm like, oh my God, if this isn't called The Destiny.
Yeah.
And I've already worked with him before on Assault on Precinct 13.
Oh, yeah,
back in the day. So so we kind of like, hey, how's it going? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, I remember.
I haven't seen you for a while. So
Totally.
like every time I worked on that show in Hannibal, every time I saw Lawrence, it was like, hey man, how you doing? Like,
yeah, that's I did a movie. I did a movie with him up in North Bay. It was called. Oh shit! I don't know.
Too cold.
It froze my brain.
For Morbius.
Froze my brain up there. I don't know. It was called The Colony. That's what it was called.
Colony.
It was just a movie with him and Bill Paxton.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was like an underground, sort of like the world, sort of a disaster apocalypse, and there was this feral people who were like attacking them and eating them, sort of a thing.
Shooting that it was in North Bay.
But, yeah. I don't know. Well, we built a set inside an old abandoned, not abandoned, but an old airplane hangar, which was really cool. Which sounds cool, right? So you think, okay, you're inside, close the doors, whatever. The doors do not close. Oh. And the wind just blew into that.
Both sides are open, right?
Yeah.
No, it's just one side that was open. The other side was closed. Just the wind was just going in there and just circling, freezing. It was awful. But it was a cool experience. And
literally.
And literally. And then we filmed another part of it underneath. It was in the underground in the Canadian. There's like a military base underground up in North Bay, and I had to get a special license to drive the truck down because I was working construction at the time, so I was driving the construction van down to unload stuff like that. It was really cool. They had rules like if you were coming down, there was only one way up. Like there was like pull off sides, and there was only one lane going down, and it's down. Like I want to say it's about a 5-minute drive down.
Wow.
To get into that underground bunker, and it was so cool down there.
It's cold?
No. I mean,
it was
warmer. It was warmer than it was warm.
Warmer than the hangar.
Yeah, you're close to the center of the earth. But it's stuff like that. Like,
can you find it again? Should we go?
Maybe.
You still got that pass?
Yeah, but it's probably expired. Maybe.
That license.
It's guard army guarded.
You heard that dark winter's coming, right?
I don't know.
Let's hit the army barracks.
What are we just gonna go hide underground?
Yeah, I got the 4x4. Let's do it.
Nice. But it just goes to show again, like stuff we get to do and see. When we work in the film
some of the
industry.
stuff is amazing, and I mean, you started this how many years ago as an LSP?
I think it was 2012.
Okay, and what is an LSP?
It is a...
What does the S stand for?
Support.
So location support personnel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you make sure that no one's wandering on the set that shouldn't be there.
No,
he takes care of...
Listen, that's a misconception.
Okay.
That's an AD's job.
That's Denzel's job.
No, but they also put location people at the gates of things to make sure...
That's different.
Okay.
As far as people wandering on set, people wandering on set is an AD's job because ADs are in charge of locking up.
Okay.
As an LSP, if you were to go by definition, it's only like one sentence, which is to watch film gear. That's your job. You watch film gear and cones.
Okay.
Right? So if you're an LSP and you're like doing a PA's job, for instance, a location PA's job, which is like putting up tents,
right,
changing garbages. That's
clean up anything.
Clean up is technically their job. The problem is that a lot of LSPs want to become LPAs, so it's kind of that unspoken rule. Well, if you don't help me,
I'm not going to help you. It's the one hand washes the other scenario.
Type of thing, right?
Okay.
Now, some location people string you along.
Of course.
Right?
Sure they would.
And then they,
Danny, I've been stringing you along for years.
I know. But you know what? But it pays a lot better.
What's the most exciting story you've had as an LSP?
For me.
Did you do overnight stuff? Like, did you? No.
I would fall asleep, bro. I'll be honest. I would have fallen asleep.
Yeah. I don't know how people sit. I would fall asleep in my car
because I can't. I think two. I would say the most exciting one was I met. Probably gonna get his name wrong. Shawn Austin.
Oh yeah.
Mikey from
Goonies. Yes,
nice.
So I met him. I was doing a shift. We were by the BMW dealership on Eastern there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So we were there, and I was just kind of guarding, base camp.
Sure, base camp,
so to speak.
Right.
And I'm walking, and he comes out, and he's like, "Hey, you know what kind of BMW that is?" And I look over, and I go, "Yeah." One I can't afford. That was
typical Danny
answer. That's a great answer. You know what though? That's a great answer. I'm pretty impressed with that one.
Right away, he just laughs. He's like, "Oh, hey, I'm Shawn. How's it going?" I was like, "Hey, I'm Danny." We just kind of started talking. One thing leads to another. He's showing me pictures of his kids, and he's telling me how.
Awesome. Oh man, I thought one thing leads to another. You guys are making out in the back seat of that BMW
that he just bought for me. So yeah, he's showing me pictures of his kids and stuff, going
But did you recognize him?
Oh hell yeah! I
mean, I don't know. He was a little bit bigger though, right?
Yeah. And
he became Chunk.
So that was the funny thing is that he's telling me how he's telling his daughters about showing her pictures of him like skinny with a leather jacket and a white t-shirt, and they're like, "Daddy, that's not you. You have a big belly, right?" So then in that conversation, I'm like, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm like, I don't care. That's why I was just like, we were having such a good conversation. I'm like, hey man, I know I probably shouldn't say this, but I fucking love the Goonies.
Yeah, of course.
And as soon as I said that, he just comes and he just gives me this big bear hug.
That's awesome.
And he's like, you don't know how.
And that's when you went to the back of the BMW.
And that is when we go to commercial.
Awesome. Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question because I'm very curious. What's the height like, you and him? You guys the same height? Because he's not a tall guy.
No, I believe we're about the same height.
Yeah. Because he doesn't look like a tall guy at all.
No, he's not. I mean, he wouldn't be playing a Hobbit.
That's true too. Yeah.
If he was, you know.
But they could just fix that.
I mean, I think Sylvester Stallone should have played a Hobbit.
No kidding.
I think he would have been great.
First day
you should
one,
play Fred Flintstone.
Day one, and I have the picture. I worked on a Stallone film, and we're having lunch, and we're told all the rules: no eye contact, don't approach him. And it was my first day, so.
Especially you. You're like three of him.
Right. So I'm sitting down for lunch, and the guy I'm working with just nods over, and I look over, and I'm like, he's at the lunch line. I'm like, fuck off, that's not Stallone. He goes, yeah. I go, really? And like,
was he jacked?
6? Not at all.
Not at all.
And 5'6", and it's just like it just blew my mind.
5'6"?
5'6".
I thought he was shorter.
No,
Tom 5'3".
I think Tom Cruise is like 5'4".
Yeah, 5'2", 5, yeah, whatever.
Like
but 5'6", and then he goes to sit down across the way, right? So I go to get up, and of course, biggest guy in the room as I get up, everyone's looking at me.
Great.
We lock eyes, and I'm like, oh fuck,
shit,
right? And I'm working with.
At him?
No, I just kind of just brushed it off.
Hey, was there a BMW involved?
No. And then there's a picture taken by one of my lead of the day, and I still have the picture. And I'm like 100 yards out, raking the leaves, and he's walking by, and it was shot with a Polaroid, and the Polaroid flashed. And I'm like, oh my God, we're all dead. But yeah, to this day, I still have it. It's like one of the...
Oh, you have the Polaroid?
Yeah. And I'm just... Nice. Well, not the Polaroid, the picture of the Polaroid.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just going, like, that to me... I mean, that's day one. Right? That's day one of, like, coming into it, like, having no family, no experience in it before. pulling weeds out of the yard in the bridle path, and they're going, "Oh my god, I'm here, Stallone." Like,
I know, it's wild.
It's so cool.
Did you get a picture with you and Shawn?
No, I didn't.
No.
No, I mean, I was chicken shit to even ask.
That's fair.
And then I was like, nah.
Well,
no.
I mean, I figured once the hug happened, I would have been like, hey, do you mind taking a quick picture?
That's what I would. But then the AD comes out and is like, hey, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, me and Danny are having a chat. You should come join us. And she's like,
that's so cool.
No.
She thought you were bugging him.
I gotta go. And
I mean, I don't blame her, but
yeah, no, well, that's her job too.
You never
right?
know if anybody's bugging.
You never
her.
know, exactly.
So what's the second story then?
Which would go back to Hannibal, which was one of my first shifts that I did on like a show.
Right.
Before it was just I did
but
that
as
show.
In locations or
no, in locations as well.
Okay.
And I was outside the lunchroom because I was in charge of background holding, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so Fishburne, Hugh Dancy, Mads
Mickelson,
yeah, they were all in there. So I'm like, I'll stay out here. I'll read my Star Wars book.
You're right.
No big deal. And Lawrence Fishburne comes out eating a chocolate cake.
All right.
And he takes a nice scoop and he's like, man, do you know if there's any peanuts in this? And I'm like, no. Why? Are you allergic to peanuts? He's like, yeah, a little. I'm like,
but just as he ate that scoop?
As he's eating a scoop, right?
Hey, you think, and you, the guy outside the lunchroom who's not in catering.
You didn't bake the thing.
You're not in catering. You're not in like a chef outfit for some reason. Like, so he thinks you're like, if you're a something. Right. Were you in a chef outfit?
No. Okay. I did that at home. So I look at him.
Nah,
and
he cooks naked.
So he's like, yeah. That's why I left it at home.
Smart. Oh, you don't bring it with you?
So yeah, he goes. So he says to me, and I was like, no, are you allergic? He's like, well, I'm like, well, you're not dying, so that's good, right?
Hey, maybe you shouldn't keep eating it either. I don't know.
He's like, yeah, and he takes another spoonful.
Wow.
I was like, and then they all walk out, and it was like, and I was just like, holy crap, okay. Like I said, I think he just wanted to make conversation, just be like, hey.
So maybe he wasn't allergic to nuts.
He wasn't allergic to nuts.
My nuts.
Just like, maybe it was a double entendre.
Maybe.
Like,
you want some nuts on that?
Yeah. Maybe he wanted me like, I'm not allergic to nuts. Maybe he wanted me to say something like that. Who knows, right?
Oh man, maybe he was trying to set you up.
Maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe he was trying to set me up. I don't know.
Oh wow, that's funny.
But that was to me. I was like, oh shit, someone outside, because I didn't I fell into film. I used to do insurance.
Okay.
Like car insurance.
Yeah. And then I had gotten laid off, and I was looking for a job, and a buddy of mine was like, hey, I know a guy. You just have to watch, cones, and I started doing it.
Sure.
And then, like I said, you're in a car. I would literally be parked somewhere.
Yeah.
I would download movies and stuff on my tablet or my PC or my laptop, and I would just go there. I bought a little thing for my car where I can plug in
nice.
the laptop.
Nice.
Just plug in the laptop, turn it on.
Sit there and watch
a movie, and every now and then
you look up.
Look up and go, oh, no one's there. Okay, cool. Someone's parking. Hit pause. Go over. Deal with them.
Yeah.
Let them go.
So how did you deal with we see it all the time, but I need to park here. How did you deal? How many times did you have to deal with that bullshit of the entitlement?
A lot of times.
Yeah.
And the reason is that people some people in film have bad attitude.
Yeah,
in the
obviously.
sense, no, but I mean in the sense like I've heard. No, but
not in this room, but yeah.
I've heard people that are like, oh, we brought $1 billion to the city. Well, people in film.
Oh yes, we did, but that doesn't make us
need to understand that those $1 billion didn't go to that guy. That parks there every day.
Exactly.
Right. So that entitlement on our end is bad, and then they're entitled because they're like, well, I park here every day, and you guys are here.
Yeah. Listen, we work in film.
Right.
The moment that it messes up my day, I hate everybody on that film set.
That's right.
Yeah,
if I have to park and there's film cones all over me, so I'm like, no, this is my neighborhood, even though I know it, I'll still make a fucking scene.
Really?
Absolutely.
Sometimes, yeah.
So there's been a couple things, a couple times,
especially when I see them do stupid shit.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'm very flexible, and once you learn.
Yeah, Shawn Austin told me.
You bastard.
Go on.
Well, once you learn, like, the line, basically,
right.
then you can kind of be like, okay, you know what? If you're only going to be an hour, park over here at the front of the line or park here at the back of the line. Because then if someone parks in the middle of the line, you know how transport goes.
Oh, yeah,
they
screwed.
all come in,
they're wedging you out.
If someone's at the end of the line and the front of the end, you can work around that.
You can 100%. Sometimes, because we usually get quite a few extra feet.
Right.
Sure.
So usually, like, I'll do that. But then some cases you get a guy who's like, oh, well, like I had a guy in front of Roy Thompson Hall.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I have a handicap thing and I can park here. And I'm like, well,
you're not part of
I'm like, you're carrying a big bass.
Yeah.
He's part of the
like the orchestra or something,
shit, right? So I'm like, handicap or not, I understand, but here's a permit that says, we paid $10,000, let's say, for this whole street. So
are you implying that handicapped people can't play bass, Danny?
No. I'm just saying that if there's an issue,
because I know a few handicapped bass
Rob,
me.
Yeah, but isn't that more
mentally?
Yes. Yeah. Thanks for saying it.
No problem, buddy. Someone had to
we're not talking golf here.
So I had a guy. So he was like, "Oh, I can't," and I said, "Okay." And he was being very, and I was trying. Was
he being rude or was he being polite?
He was being no, he was being rude, and he had his girlfriend with him and whatnot. And I was like, you can't, like, my trucks are coming in, like, oh yeah, but I'm gonna be here until 10:30. I'm like, well, the trucks are coming in at 9. Like, that's an hour and a half later.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm gonna park it, and he was kind of like in the middle, and I said, listen, man, you're here until 9:30. I mean, until 10:30, right? He goes, yeah. I said, well, we don't start tomorrow until 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So when these trucks get parked, they go home.
Yeah.
Nobody else can take these trucks out.
Yeah.
So if you leave your car there,
you're stuck.
I'm gonna make sure that
stuck.
they park.
Oh yeah, you're not getting out.
You're not getting out.
Yeah,
and now because you made us wait for you, we're gonna make you wait for us.
Yeah.
So I said, you can do what you want, and I turned around and I just walked away.
Yeah.
And then you hear his girlfriend. I don't know what she said.
Started buzzing.
And then all of a sudden you hear his car start. She's got the bass.
And he's going around parking somewhere else.
Yeah. And he's going to park somewhere else. Then 15 minutes later, an old couple come, probably in their 70s, going to enjoy the orchestra.
Sure.
They were like, oh, sorry, we can't park here. We'll move.
Yeah.
And I said, no need. You know what? Move up to the front of the line.
Yeah.
Park there. You see,
sometimes
I'm
being
okay.
nice.
I'm
Don't
okay.
be a dick, and I'll wiggle. I'll give you a little wiggle room.
I'll work with you.
Sure,
right? But if you're gonna straight up be an ass,
forget it.
Do it.
No, I'm with you on that.
I try to engage everyone on the set as if it was the most important person on the show. You know that.
Absolutely.
I've never been that guy. The entitlement thing to me always bothers me because, especially with what we do as the form of entertainment and art. We all start as starving artists, no matter what foundation of where you are in the film world. There's always a bit of us that go, tomorrow we might not eat, but we're dedicated to this project.
Yeah.
So now we're getting paid to do it. So now we have that a little bit of higher eliteness than we did before, but it's still always in the back of our head. So someone starts somewhere from the ground up. So I want to give everyone that respect. I always say good morning to everyone. I always say hello, hey Danny, how are you? And a lot of people come to me with the same thing. Like, when I have keys from other departments, go, hey Tom, how are you today? And I'm like, oh my God, like, there's that level of respect that I give and get that I would never be like, oh, you're just a fucking stupid LSP or you're just a props guy. Fuck, you can't. And we know we have those guys.
And then there's ADs. No, just
joking.
Denzel, I'm joking, baby.
No. You can say that with Cameron too.
Denzel, I'm joking.
Yeah,
because when I was
Cameron has no respect for anybody but Cameron.
When I was in locations, I would refer to the ADs as the camera department of the DGC because some of them, not all of them. I mean, I was new.
Sure.
As you run into different ADs,
of course,
right.
You run into ones that are actually good.
Yeah, sure.
Some not so much. Denzel.
Of course.
No, I'm joking. Yeah. I'm joking.
He admits it too, though.
Denzel, he ain't joking, baby. I got you back.
But that aren't But same thing. Like I find that the lower end PAs
Yeah.
tend to think that they're more
The superheroes.
the superheroes.
That tends to happen. I'll totally agree to that. But there are some that just want to do a good job, and
But that's
sometimes
where we all
they're
should be.
tryhards. You know, they tried way too hard than they should.
And that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, I don't go around set. I don't disrespect anybody. I don't treat anybody,
Right.
Shitty.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get engaged by somebody, I don't expect a shitty attitude. Because once you give me that shitty attitude, I right away, in my head, I'm writing you
them.
off.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next time, hey, I'll be like,
yeah.
See, there's also a delicate relationship between props people and the third AD.
yes.
Because we work hand in hand with background.
Timing
And what they need versus what we have versus all that kind of stuff. So there's also that slight relationship where you have to keep it fun, professional, and know that if you piss them off or if they piss you off, it's going to be a bad.
But when you see a name, without giving the names away, when you see a name on the call sheet, you're going, "This is going to be a trying day. This is going to be a harder day than it would be if it was so and so."
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
There's definitely those people who you're like, "Oh, this is going to be hell," but then sometimes they surprise you. Right. And you have a good time, and that's it. Like working with background is tough.
It's never easy
because they're very important to the show. People can say all you want, background. They're fucking. I treat background with respect because.
So do I.
Well, first of all, for you, that's your money.
Right.
For me, I don't really deal with background anymore.
Right.
So they're not a big thing for me, but they're a big thing for TV shows, and everybody knows it. Right now, during this pandemic, the numbers are down.
Right.
You can't have 300 background.
No.
And the show we've been working on
had 500
background any given day.
Sometimes 800, no? Didn't
not that big.
No, I don't think we ever hit that high. I think 600 was our max.
Yeah. What did we hit first season of The Boys? We hit 800. We had that 800 day.
At the Race of the Century.
No, not the Race of the Century.
Which one?
The God
the
thing?
Christian.
Yeah,
the Christian Belief
Remember
Festival.
that? We had 800 one day,
yeah.
and then we had 500 the other day.
That's right.
And then there was supposed to be one day where everybody was in, and then that got canceled.
Yeah.
And they brought in less, but it was supposed to be...
How many props did you have for that, for the signs?
Well, the thing is that it's just a lot of it was a lot bags and nothing. Some of the signs and stuff, but it wasn't anything.
You know those big tents?
Yeah.
The circus tents,
huge circus
the white ones,
right.
Yeah.
We had one full wall, I believe it was.
Like full of props?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember with the cups, the batches?
I don't know, dude. I wasn't in that
with
room.
the
You weren't
Mitchell
you
knows.
Yeah.
Mitchell, me and
Mitch were doing that.
Were there. A couple other guys, but me and Mitch would always were I guess the go-to because we were there quite a bit.
Yeah, you're for like my full-time dailies. I would say
full-time dailies.
And then from The Boys, you went to American Gods, right?
No, I don't remember.
I don't know. You did either. Nothing. You floated. Did you
but
float
you
around?
did
No, I just finished Gods last year.
Right.
Last March.
Yeah. So what did you do after the? What did we do after the Boys? I have no idea.
I think I just did it. No, didn't I do Impulse with you?
No, Impulse was before the Boys.
Was that before the
Boys?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. My mind, dude. I don't even know what I did yesterday.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even know.
I ordered a bunch of Chinese food and watched TV. That's what I did.
I don't remember what I did after the Boys.
Mm-hmm. But you did.
I did Handmaids with you.
Oh, you were on Handmaids with me.
That's
I
right.
did Handmaids with you.
Yeah, for a bit.
On the
For a
beach.
while.
Oh.
Yeah, Handmaids. That's right. That's what we did.
Yeah. That's right. We all did that, yeah. Shit.
We all did that show. That's right, the three of us. And then I did Tiny Pretty Things, but you were doing American Gods.
No, I did Tiny Pretty Things with you.
Not every day.
No, when you guys were like, yo, we don't have any work for a few weeks, that happened to be the week that they commented like, yo, can you start on The Boys on American Gods on Monday? And I was like,
no, but weren't you supposed to do The Boys? Season 2?
I was trying, but
different stories.
Other things,
it happens.
We don't need to get into that scenario.
What is it? Until you sign a deal memo,
nothing's for sure till you put your signature on paper.
And even then, it's
iffy.
wobbly.
Yeah.
So then I did. Before that, though, I did Taken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just for a bit, I did like the first
block. The TV show, not the movie.
The TV show, correct. Which was great.
I just talked about that today,
I met
too.
Max. What was his name? Max Power.
What, the special effects guy?
Power. No, actor. He's an actor, man.
No,
he's.
I got the name from the.
From the Simpsons.
From the hairdryer.
Hey man, he's got
Max
a good
Power.
He's got a good 007
He's
name.
the man.
Like, that's a good secret agent name.
That's why Homer took it. Was it Homer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he was.
You got it from the
The
the hairdryer, Max Power, the hairdryer, from
He's
the bald
the
guy.
son of the one of the bad guys in, I believe, Lethal Weapon.
The Asian one?
The TV show.
No, not the TV, the movie.
Is it
movie?
Jet Li? Jet Li's son?
No, dude. Why would you think the guy was Asian? The guy
Was it Gary Busey?
That's the only bad guy in Lethal Weapon I can think of right now.
Lethal Weapon 4,
No,
but Gary Busey.
the one, I think it's the one in For Christmas, or are they all?
Yeah,
You mean Die Hard, dude?
So,
Are you talking Die Hard?
Die Hard? What did I say?
You said Lethal Weapon.
I meant Die Hard. Sorry. Shit.
wasn't Gruber? Wasn't Hans? Oh,
Was it Hans Gruber?
No, something Power is his dad's name.
Oh, I don't know. Let's not.
Anyways,
go down
it
that
doesn't
rabbit hole.
matter. But he was really nice. And then another gentleman, I forgot the actor's name now. I can't think of it.
Think the movie.
That was there. And then when I was lucky enough when I went, because after that I did some Tiny Pretty
With
Things
me,
with you.
which is going to come out on Netflix soon.
Is it?
I think so. I
And
thought
then
it was supposed to be this month, but I don't know what
I went
happened.
to American Gods.
Right.
You did American Gods full time, right?
Yeah, I did American Gods.
Was that season 3?
Season 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great show.
It is.
I really enjoy it. Have you seen
Gods
it?
is good. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I worked with you on that for a bit, because I did help out,
Yeah.
the caliber of acting.
They got great actors on that show.
Ian McShane. It's just like. It's
Yeah.
so smooth. He's sitting there like this the whole time.
Did I show you?
Before he's rolling,
Yeah.
before he's rolling, and then he's like, I don't know. His Irish accent, I can't do it.
Dude,
He's
I
like,
just
I think we should do this. And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, go. And then they
And
do
then he
the
just
roll.
did it.
And you're like, and it was the whole shadow puppet thing. I don't know if they showed it on TV
Yeah,
yet. If it's
yeah.
in this-
No, they
way
haven't showed it yet.
They performed.
no season 3's not out
They
yet.
did it like 8 or 9 times, maybe even more.
Oh,
And
yeah, quite
each
a
time was just like it was.
He hit it every time.
It was like Shakespeare Festival, like just on stage. His stage presence as an actor is so prevalent that he's not a TV show. He's not a movie star. This is a guy that plays Al Swearinger in Deadwood.
I haven't seen Deadwood, but he's a great actor. Like I
Great
love that
actor.
show. He was good in I think he was in Hercules with The Rock, where he was that guy.
Yes, he was.
So you remember every time he was ready to
die.
remember he was ready to die, and then all you see those like a million fire arrows coming, he just spreads open like he's gonna go.
Yeah, beautiful man.
Nice.
You show the camera too. But yeah, that
You gotta zoom in.
yeah, just hand it over. He just watching him act was
that's
like
good, Danny.
just watching him act was gold. And
He's awesome.
every
Can't tell
day-
who looks older, you or him,
Oh, he's way younger than I am.
Is it? By at least 20 years.
Yeah,
He's
but
awesome.
even his expressions, like he would see Danny in the morning, and Danny would have this tray because like he's setting up for the props. And,
Sure.
Danny, my boy, how are you? Like
nice
everyone
guy,
just
eh?
engaged everybody,
Sweet.
or he would just give you a glance, and you're like, oh, you knew you were in that room. He was
Nice.
welcoming you in the room.
That's awesome.
I
little-
love that respect.
a little wink.
Yeah.
A little.
Oh yeah.
Anything, just to like, hey, how's it going? That the picture I showed.
Yeah.
He wasn't even working.
Oh, he just came around.
He came. It was he was already wrapped.
Nice.
And he had come to the office for some reason, and he was sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
And I happened to go into the lunchroom to check what was lunch. I didn't even see him sitting down, and then he was like, "Hey," and I turned around, Danny. And I turned around, and I see him. He's like, "Come have lunch." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Oh, cool. Like you don't
So-
have a fucking job to do. You going to eat lunch now or no?
It was my lunchtime. That's why I was at the
Oh,
lunchroom.
you said you were going to check what was for lunch.
Yeah, to eat lunch though,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
we used
I'm
to.
seeing a
hey,
fucking bullshit story.
he
here,
called
Danny.
it. He called
As
it.
a boss, as your boss.
You were my boss.
Not
though.
then, but that's some bullshit story.
He called it 10-5.
That's fucking BS.
We
man.
were in the studio. It was a light day.
Sure.
Anyhow.
Listen, you don't have to explain it to me. I wasn't your boss.
This is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
this is the 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
So I sat there for 15, 20 minutes.
Sure.
We chatted.
Yeah.
We always we mostly talk football.
Nice.
Soccer.
Like soccer, football. Yeah. We always talked. He told me he's got some great stories.
Nice.
Did he shit on you when you said Barcelona? Like what
No,
I do?
no, hell no. I
Barcelona.
wouldn't talk about Manchester United.
Okay.
Because he's a big Manchester United
I know.
fan.
Is he?
That's-
His dad used to play for Manchester United.
Yeah,
Is that
I
right?
know.
I
Yep.
think in the 60s.
Waterboy.
Right? No, play. Well, dude, it's not easy to get on Manchester United. You got to be
Imagine
good,
that,
right?
It's elite.
For sure.
Yeah.
So he would be like, he would just always chatting. One day he was like, "Oh, I spoke to I don't think you would know, but Ferguson, was the coach for Manchester United for a long time.
Yes.
They've won like everything when he was the coach.
Yeah.
Now they're not winning so much.
I think they just lost recently too.
They drew against Chelsea
but
this week.
They won in the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they won the Champions League?
Well, they won their first game in the Champions League.
Oh, okay, recently.
Which last year they didn't even make the Champions League.
That's right.
Okay. They were in the Europa, right?
Fair enough.
Which is when we were filming. So I would watch. I'd be like, "Hey, Champions League's on today," and him and Ricky Whittle, another outstanding gentleman.
Is that the Irishman?
Shadow Moon.
Oh, Shadow Moon, that dude.
Yeah.
What was the guy who played the Leprechaun?
Oh, that guy is that guy's
awesome.
Danny Martinez.
Danny, I didn't know you were in this show. That's a compliment.
You could have stood in for the Leprechaun.
He was that tall, eh?
He's Porn Stash.
Porn Stash on Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the dude is like
no.
The dude is massive. He's like 6'4", maybe 6'3". Like he was taller than Shadow Moon.
Yeah.
So
they just shrunk him down for
was
CG?
he in? No. He wasn't. He wasn't the small. He was a full size.
He's full size. They're never like that's just what he is.
He was just a leprechaun.
He's just a leprechaun.
He had his lucky coin.
Yeah,
that was his name.
They've got it's got nothing to do with
the
size.
folklore. Okay,
yeah, it does and it doesn't. Right? There's certain things.
I have to watch it.
He's tall outside, but he's leprechaun in his pants. Is that what it is?
I don't know. I never looked.
I thought didn't you watch that show?
I worked on it.
Oh, okay.
So
you should watch it.
I actually want to get into that for sure.
First season, I did a bunch of set dressing on that.
Nice,
right?
Which I'm proud of because a lot of my stuff made camera.
Cool.
That
Beautiful.
It was actually the Easter. I think have you watched
No.
it? No.
I've watched it. Yeah.
Remember the Easter party?
Yes.
Remember all those macaroons and stuff?
Yeah.
That was me, man.
What, you made them?
No, I put them in color sequence. It looks pretty. I don't know.
Amazing, because your boss told you to do it. Now you're trying to take fucking credit.
No. He said, well, yeah. He's like, fill this with macaroons. I said, okay.
Cool.
So I made like a...
So that's your crowning achievement, is putting fucking macaroons on a plate, dude?
Yo, it looks pretty.
I thought it's like you did something amazing that would have been... You put fucking pastries on a plate.
I know, it looks
pretty. I do that every fucking day.
Yeah, but you don't make it look as good as that.
Okay, chill, my dude.
Which is why you do props.
Okay.
Oh!
I was also lead dresser once.
I know.
You fucking...
Once.
Well, I quit. I didn't want to babysit. I quit in contempt. And that's when I went to props right after that. That's when I went into Impulse.
Hey, you know, it's neither here nor there. We're just ripping on each other. But that's...
Well, me and Danny rip on each other all day long.
All day.
I know.
My poncho.
That's why, like, you have a tough skin, but you also throw it back. And I know that's your experience with being an LSP. Going, you know what? I'm not going to take shit. I get paid. You get paid. You know, if I say you can't do something, like, why are you going to contest that?
That's
well, I have the mindset that you're never too important to be told to go.
You go fuck yourself. True.
Ain't that the truth, buddy?
So that's why I treat everybody nice. And until you give me, you know,
the reason,
attitude or whatever, then I come to you and I'm like, wait a second, buddy.
The worst attitude you ever gotten?
Worst attitude I've ever gotten?
Yeah.
Here, maybe.
No. Shoot. There's been some funny occasions where I've gotten attitude and I'm like, okay, cool. And then 20 minutes later, that same person is like, oh, and I'm like, no, I can't help you now.
I want to say it's you and Ronnie. I want to say Ronnie.
Who's Ronnie?
Valencia.
I don't know who that is.
You know who that is.
I don't.
AD Ronnie.
Oh, please.
You and that guy are fucking head to head.
Did you ever like butt heads with the director, not knowing it was the director?
No, I butted heads with the PM, knowing he was the PM.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but they deserve it sometimes.
And it was quite funny because he was telling me stuff, and in my head, you know, I'm just like, this guy's an idiot. But
yeah,
I guess he read my face because he's like, are you calling me an idiot? And I was like, well, no, I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm just telling you, I was doing locations.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm just telling you that if I put out a sandwich board and you came down that road and you didn't see the sandwich board, somebody moved the sandwich board.
Right.
So that's all I want to know. And then he was like, oh, you're calling me an idiot. And I was like, look, no.
Spade's a spade, bro.
Yeah, I'm like.
That's racist.
Is it?
No.
No, it's not.
We'll talk later.
We'll talk.
My bad.
So in my head, I'm like, this guy's an idiot, right? Mm-hmm. But I didn't say it to him. Right. And then it wasn't until he turned around and mumbled something under his voice.
Oh.
That I was like,
did you hear him?
I was like, excuse me? And he's like, what? And I was like, what did you just say? And he's like, nothing. I said, listen, I know who you are. I said, but I don't care. I said, I'm a grown-ass man, just like you. So if you have something to say to me, say it to my face. Because this job, I don't fucking need it. So shove it up your ass.
Right.
And I gave him the walkie. And he's like, you can't do that. You're fired. And I was like...
Buddy, I already fucking quit. You fucking idiot.
Severance.
I'm like, okay, man. If it makes you feel better.
Sure.
And so, whatever.
Sure, you want to be a big man.
So, yeah. So it was funny because we were in Hamilton.
Yeah.
It was a super low budget, not DGC, not
non-union.
Right? Non-union shit.
Yeah.
And they had one transport guy.
Yeah.
And because I had their van, I'm like, well, I quit. So here's the van. You do what you want with it.
Yeah.
I need a ride home.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice.
So here I am in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Taking the only shuttle.
Amazing.
At 4:30 in the afternoon.
Oh shit.
Right? And they have a hard out at like 6, I think it was.
That guy's never making it back.
Oh hell no, he didn't make it. And that was my that
was my big
like,
old fuck you to that guy.
That was like
Awesome.
see you asshole, see what happens?
Yeah.
That's
you know
awesome.
what I mean?
Did you ever see him again after that?
No, and I never will. Because
he's different level.
He's one of those guys that only does low budget, and it's always trying to pay people 12-hour flats. And that was another issue I had. 2 is that I wasn't told it was a 12-hour flat.
Right.
So here I am doing 15, 16 hours. I get a paycheck of 12 hours. I'm going, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
Scumbags.
So then I got into a whole thing where they were like, well, you need to talk to the PM. And I was like, what do you mean? I need to talk to the PM. Like, you're the ALM or you're the LM.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, well, so I was like, are these people joking? I'm thinking in my head, like, do these people think that I won't go talk to the PM? Because I have no issue when it comes to money, man.
Yeah, well, you're going to work, you're going to get paid.
If I'm
like,
going to
that's
work,
the
that's
bottom
right.
line.
So I went and I said, hey, man. So that was the first altercation that I had with the guy. He and he already rubbed me wrong when we had that because I said, hey, man, we need to talk. And I said, he's like, oh, well, what do you got to say? Say it here. And I said, well, these matters are better in private.
Sure.
Yeah. Right? And he's like, no, just tell me. I was like, no, man, there's people around. It's
Where's my money, dickhead?
Right? So eventually, that's what it came down to. I said, listen, man, I got my paycheck and I got 12-hour flats. Yeah. I said, I work, I don't know if you know, but locations works 14 to 15 hours a day.
Yeah.
I said, I don't work 3 hours for free for nobody.
Exactly.
Oh, well, that's what you agreed on. I said, actually, no, it wasn't what I agreed on. I was told that there are going to be 12-hour days, but if I work more than 12 hours, that I was going to get paid for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well, who told you that? And I said, well, the ALM and the LM. Oh, well, then maybe it should come out of their pocket. I said, well, that's...
Yeah, you think they're going to pay you?
So I said, I don't know, but that's a discussion that you need to have with them.
Immediately.
I said, but not with me. So, long story short, the LM calls me and he's like, oh, why did you go to him? I was like, what do you mean why did I go to him?
You told me to.
Because nobody was talking to him. I said, this is about money. I'm not going to work another week and not get paid. Yeah, man. Right? Mm-hmm. So he's like, here. And he gave it to me in cash.
He paid you?
He paid. I don't know if it was out of his petty, out of whatever.
Well, I think they had like a thing.
Right?
Yeah.
He paid me in cash. Yeah. And I was like, okay. And then from then on, I said to them, I'm working 12 hours. Yeah. So at call is 7 o'clock. I'm showing up at 7. If you need a tent ahead of time, good luck.
Yeah.
And at 7, when everyone wraps, I'm leaving. If we're on location, I'm leaving.
Done. Yeah.
Unless you guys are paying me, I'm not staying to wrap out. We can get somebody else to come.
Sure.
And wrap out. You can get a daily.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
So
sure, 6 hours or whatever.
Yeah. They ended up kind of being like, okay. And they had to get somebody because I was like, I'm not doing this.
No, man, F that.
No, that's
you can't.
brutal.
No, I'm not paying.
That's bullshit, man.
I don't care. As a PM,
you work, you get paid.
As a PM, I
There's
understand you're trying to save production money, but just because you want to look like the guy that saves production money.
You want to be the hero. Yeah. You want to be the hero to the people who come into the city and
slave.
Yeah.
So you are the karma player because obviously with that story, and then you tell him to basically go fuck himself, ripping it, like basically leaving and like making everyone else get overtime. You're the hero in this because like
Danny a hero.
That's
Never
amazing.
thought
well,
about
I just like I said, man. To me, I was raised where listen, if you're nice to somebody, you should get that right
also,
back.
if you're working, you're going to get paid for it.
And if I'm working, and that's law.
Unless you're going to help somebody for free, like a friend of yours is doing something, you're like, yeah, okay, I'll come and help out.
Jump in and help
sure.
But even friends pay you. They pay you
if
in
they
beer.
Can. But
they pay you in beer. They pay you in food. There's always something there, right?
Yikes. Well, on that note, no, I'm just joking. No, for sure. And you know what? You love what we do.
I do.
You love working in the film industry.
I do.
You work on some amazing projects.
I wouldn't have stopped looking for a job years ago.
Yeah.
If I didn't like it.
Fair enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
exactly.
I wouldn't have decided, I'm going to go from locations to set dressing and props.
Fair.
Right.
If I didn't.
During this whole pandemic, did you ever think to yourself, I should get another job? Because of what was happening, you're like, this film industry, I don't know. Did you have that moment of like a thing?
No.
I did. I had that moment.
I did.
And the reason why I didn't have that moment is because people need entertainment.
100%, but at the same time.
And I thought that if we can't get back on set, there is always a way to get back on set. You know what I mean? Like, even if the production is reduced to 50 people, let's say.
Right.
Sure.
Right? I could be one of those 50.
You could also not be one of those 50.
100%.
Yeah.
But here we are, and all three of us are working.
Yeah.
So we are one of those 50.
Yeah, we are the lucky few.
Hey, you're welcome.
Right? No problem. No problem.
But yeah, this is us too. Like this is the reason why we did the podcast too. I don't know how far up you are with the episodes, but yeah, it was basically like I didn't want to sit at home. I miss my friends. I miss the business. My background is in broadcasting. I've always wanted to do something like this. Talk to Vince about it. He always wanted to do something like this. And I was like, you know what? Let's just jump. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. We had a meeting. We had a sandwich lunch meeting. We talked about it.
Meeting.
What kind of sandwich?
We were in, what was the name of that town?
St. George.
St. George.
It's called Dronkowski's. It's a little side market.
Were you with me? No, you were
What kind
there.
of sandwich?
So corned beef.
No,
we had the Italian one.
Sandwich,
We had the
Italian deli
sandwich.
sandwiches.
Oh, man, it was
Everything
delicious.
made in house, from the bread to like
yeah.
everything.
Oh,
So
the bread
good.
is the best.
So
it's
see,
like eating a loaf of bread, though. Over there
For the pandemic, I started playing a lot more video games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and now you're doing.
And so I actually ran into, or got introduced
played alongside
to,
with,
so to speak, Jason Mewes.
Oh really? Okay, cool.
so Jason Mewes is, if people who don't
Jay
know, is
Silent
Jay
Bob.
Silent Bob. He's
Jay.
Jay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not the other guy.
Not his
not the
heterosexual
fat guy.
friend, life mate. Not his heterosexual life mate.
Silent Bob.
Silent
Yeah.
Bob.
So my brother one day was like, "Hey, you should watch Twitch," and I was like, "I don't want to watch
The first
people.
Twitch, yeah.
I don't want to watch people play video."
Tom,
games.
do you know what Twitch is?
Oh yeah. I've actually.
Have you watched anything on it?
No, but I've demoed something that was on my TV here.
Okay.
So Twitch is basically a video game or it started off, I should say, as a video game platform.
Okay.
Now it became much more.
So this is not a platform where you play with your friends. It's a platform for people who want to watch people play video games. Is that what
Basically.
it is? Yeah.
You could totally play with your friends.
Yeah, but it's not through Twitch. You would play with your friends on like
whatever.
a PlayStation
They would
Network
just,
or a Netflix Network or anything like that.
Twitch is like a YouTube. It's a broadcaster.
Live though.
Yes, live.
Is there pre-recorded Twitches or is it only live?
There's repeats of Twitch
Okay.
of things that some people do, but for the most part, it's live. Like
Now
you
let
hit
me
the
ask
live
you a quick
button, it goes
question. When
live.
someone goes live, has any one of them ever said, "What's up, Twitches"? Have they ever said that?
That I know.
I feel like that would be my
Copyright that. We're doing that.
Actually, no. You know what? So somebody,
my Twitches.
I don't. You guys heard? Well, you guys all watch Clerks, right?
Yes.
So you know who Dante and Randall
Yes.
are,
Yeah.
right?
Randall.
Yes.
Amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Brian O'Halloran also now started on Twitch as well.
Okay.
And actually, I started playing with him as well. So
At the same time with Jason?
Yeah, no.
No.
I've played with Jason Mewes. I played quite a bit with Jason Mewes.
Yeah.
Now
how do you get on there? Does he just invite you? Are you part of his crew, or you just join his game?
No. So the game we're playing is a game called Among Us.
Love that game, man. It's hard to play. It's hard to play on your phone. Though. Yeah. I don't have a PC. I have a Mac. Can I play it on a Mac?
Yeah, Mac's not very good for video games, from what I've been told. I don't
That's
really.
fine.
I'm
No, I'm not gonna play them. I don't give a shit.
We'll play it on this thing.
but you probably could.
I'm not gonna fucking touch that thing.
What is that thing?
It's a PC. I hate that.
This is the one that gave him the. It's the one that
this
gave
is the
him
one that gave me my anxiety.
The user error. This is what launches systems in
Because he didn't
space.
know how to put in a USB.
For the record,
Is that it?
it's fucking. Nah, fuck that. I don't even care.
But anyways,
fuck Twitch.
So but Twitch. So Twitch is just a broadcast. So there's a bunch of stuff. People do music.
Can you play on?
DJs.
Can you play PlayStation?
Yeah, of course you can.
So how do you hook up your PlayStation to Twitch?
So you go to Twitch on your PlayStation and you download it.
Oh, so it's an app.
Yeah, it's an app.
And then you can stream whatever you're playing.
And then whenever you're gonna play, you just hit the go live.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
And it just mirrors your screen.
And it'll mirror your screen, and you can set it up where it mirrors your screen, and
you can have a little thing of you,
you can have a little
picture in picture.
That's right, like a overlay where it has you.
Remember picture in picture?
What was that game that you were playing with your brother there? The obstacle course.
Oh, Fall Guys.
That's a good one too.
Love that game.
I've played with him as well.
I play with my brother, and he's fucking stoned, man. And we just laugh for hours and hours. We should do Twitch. Me and my brother play video games.
They did like a new season, so they have new maps now. I heard.
He told me I haven't played yet.
I haven't either.
Yeah, he called me one night and he's like, "Yo, Fall Guys."
Fall Guys.
And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm going to bed." And he's like, "New maps," and I'm like, "No, I can't." So I still haven't seen it.
But yeah, Twitch is great. Like there's people that just talk. Like,
yeah,
that's it. And there's a category.
No picture.
Yeah, there's a picture.
Okay.
So we're commenting. So if we're watching you play,
we could do this on Twitch.
So you can do this on Twitch. 100%. You can do it on Twitch.
But we would have to hook this up to a computer, I would say.
Which we can.
Or hook
webcam.
up a wire
to that.
The webcam.
Yeah. To that, and then have the live thing behind us.
We're capable of doing it. We may need Steve.
No, Steve doesn't help us. Steve hates us.
So on next episode, Steve's coming.
When you see Steve here, something needs to be hooked up.
Tune in to Steve.
That's horrible.
Yeah, but there's girls that do body painting, and they can only do waist up.
So OnlyFans everywhere.
What app did you say this was right here?
There is that as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna download the Twitch app onto my phone just to see what it is after we're done here tonight. Can you do it? Yeah.
But I would suggest you're on Wi-Fi when you watch anything, because
watch it on Wi-Fi.
Because if they're streaming at like a good resolution, good resolution data, it'll kill your.
Oh yeah,
I have unlimited, so I'm fine. Nice. Also, I got the new iPhone 12.
I see it. I like the color.
Thank you.
I might steal that from you. No, I'm waiting.
Red. Yeah. I'll steal it from him.
Deadpool red.
Deadpool red, baby.
I'll steal it at work.
You won't get red in your Pro Max. Can't
no,
get it.
I know. It's like the graphite blue. Yeah, I know. Bullshit. Don't worry. I'll get a case. It won't matter.
But I told this guy that you guys should do that.
He said we should do Twitch.
We'll look into it. Right. Why not? We'll see. We'll see what the. You know what? We get a lot of hits when we do the live stuff through Instagram, and we love the response. And I think I like that because we can interact with the people that are mentioning.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get out of hand, like when it's your brother and he's like,
I just tell him off
throwing comments, but
it's funny.
It's all tongue in cheek. We all have fun with it.
Oh yeah, nothing's we're
YouTube,
just having a good time.
We're still starting it, of course. The numbers help when you get more sponsorships, likes, follows, shares, subscriptions. Absolutely. And subscriptions doesn't mean that you're paying to see it. It just means that when we go live at, say, tomorrow or like Tuesday or Thursday at 11 a.m., you're going to get a notification on your phone.
Yeah.
That's ready. And then, we're also going to promote it on our socials as well. So no one's ever in the dark, but it just helps with the algorithms of boosting the numbers to get us sponsorship. And then when we get the sponsorship, we can make this a bigger project to involve more people. And we're doing a lot more things.
I'm gonna start a Twitch, man.
So
I gotta get a webcam though,
so that's another thing with Twitch, right?
Right.
So when you go Twitch, let's say, and you were to start, right now and set something up,
right?
You would have no subscriber button, right?
Right.
So once you reach a certain amount of followers, a certain amount of streams per month or hours per month that you're streaming, and the numbers are good.
Right.
They don't have to be great. You need I think it's 50 followers.
Okay.
8 hours a month, I think it is.
Right.
It's not that much.
Sure.
But once you fulfill that, then you get to apply to be an affiliate.
Right. Okay.
And then when you get your affiliate badge, so to speak.
And you have this?
No, because I stream once a month.
Okay.
The other day I streamed because Brian O'Halloran was like, I'm going to raid Super Bones. And I was like,
Oh, cool.
Oh, shit. And I was
Put
like,
your clothes on. Put your pants on.
So
Put your pants on. We gotta do a Twitch.
So I scrapped something together and was like, okay, starting soon. And I left that, and he sent me like, I don't know, 80 viewers. By the time I actually like went live, I had like 30. You know, and then obviously the numbers went down.
Rated you in what? What game are you playing?
Who the fuck's this guy?
I was playing. What did I play? Well, for the I just started up Fortnite because. I mean,
I play Fortnite all the time, man. I love it.
Are you good?
I'm okay.
I'm pretty bad.
Have you ever won?
Yeah, but I kind of I win the shitty way.
What do you mean? Like
so
you just hide in a fucking plane in the sky? Or
so
what
no.
are you doing?
So one of the first one I ever got.
Cheating.
Basically, I jumped out of the bus.
Yeah, the bus.
And then I put on like my parachute or
you
whatever
just floated around until everybody died?
And I floated to one end of the map, and then I floated to the other end, right?
Oh my god!
And the circle closed. By the time I landed, there was like 30 people left.
Yeah, but that happens quick, man. I land down, I kill 4 or 5 people, and it's down to 30 people already.
Oh no, dude! I won with.
What's the most amount of kills you had in that game?
In one game?
Yeah,
I would think maybe like 5 at tops.
Oh really?
Dude, the first win I had was 2 kills.
You prick.
And I was hiding in a bush.
You prick.
I hid in a bush. I never played the game. Prick. I hid in a bush. But they had this.
The most kills I've had is like 15 in a game.
Oh wow.
16.
But now they have this whole like Marvel.
I know I'm playing
thing going on.
I love
it. I got Wolverine.
Me too.
Yeah. That was pretty badass.
Yeah, I think I got Doom soon. I haven't played in a while.
Doom?
What level? Yeah. Well, if you got, I'm level like 140, so I have them all.
No, I haven't played that much.
I play once a week. I do those weekly challenges.
Yeah, I haven't played.
Sometimes
you don't do any of that.
I read books.
So listen, can you Twitch? Can we Twitch simultaneously?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
All right. Yeah, you can co-stream.
But are you playing on PlayStation or Xbox?
No, I play on my computer.
Oh yeah, I don't do that.
What do you mean? You don't have to.
PlayStation.
So what?
All right, listen, we're gonna figure this out.
That just makes it easy. I believe it's crossplay, and that just makes it easier for me
to win.
Yeah,
not a chance.
Yeah. No, because now the people like with another guy, because you can play Fortnite on your phone, right?
Yes, there's the app now.
So if you're
I don't
the
think
leader,
I crossplay. I don't think I do.
If you're the leader of the group, and you're on your phone, and I load in with you, we get everybody on the phone. So I'm like a crack shot because people will be standing in front of you because they're playing
people on their phone.
They're like shooting over here.
So that's how he wins, man. He's playing against people on their phones.
Right? No, that's not how I win.
I'm playing on people with controllers. I'm legit.
With the VR mask.
Aren't legit. Controller has auto assist.
No, they do not.
Aim assist.
I do not. I don't have that on mine.
All controllers have aim assist.
Nah, dude, there's a fucking thing you can
get out of here. Dude, you couldn't even plug this in. You're going to tell me you know how to turn off your auto aim? Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on.
Fuck this guy.
Guess who's not in tomorrow?
I don't fucking hide in bushes, bro.
Guess who's not working tomorrow?
Yeah, Danny.
Guess who contracted COVID-19?
Your work contract is void. It's terminated.
It's not void.
Shit. All right, let's look. I'm gonna look in this Twitch thing. Twitch.
Plus, what we can do if you want to, because we always do challenges when we do the shows. I've got the old arcade style 2200 games.
Oh yeah.
We can Twitch that. We can challenge each other wrestling.
You can throw it on the TV.
Hell yeah.
Sick.
Challenge each other to like Royal Rumble.
Can you download the app on that computer? I mean on that TV.
No, wait.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
All right, we'll look into this. But fucking Danny.
I was gonna show you Twitch, but
we'll show you Twitch after the show.
I'm like, I'm not on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I got the. We'll do it.
Who's sponsoring him?
Nobody. But
from Joe Boxer to Twitch to Monster. Let's whore them all.
I don't know. But if you go on Twitch, look up Jay Muse. He's a great streamer.
Yeah, but I don't have a computer to play Among Us on.
You don't need a computer.
I'm not going to play Among Us on my phone on Twitch.
Humongous.
No.
That's the thing.
That's what
but
you
on
play.
the computer, it's $5.
To what?
For the game.
It? Yeah. What's $5?
No, I'm just saying. It's $5.
Spent $12 at the gas station for two Monster Energy drinks and some beef jerky.
Another thing that might interest you that you can, I don't know if you can play it on. It's an app, so you might be able to download it on the PlayStation. It's called VR Chat.
I don't have a VR thing.
I don't either. But I found this VR chat. Okay. Somebody told me, "Oh yeah, get VR chat. You don't really need." So there's limitations because you can't move your hands. Of
course.
So like I have like a Darth Vader avatar, but because I don't have thing, I can't. His arms always stay like beside him. So he walks and you hear him like heavy breathing. But if I had like,
but it's really you heavy breathing. Is that what it is?
No, it hides my heavy breathing. That's the point. But if you had like VR, you can pull out like his lightsaber, for instance.
Cool.
Right?
Okay.
And we found somebody did a tribute to Among Us, and they did the first map of Among Us in VR.
Oh, sweet.
So now when you're killing somebody, you actually have to look behind you because, you play Among Us, you can see, like, you
Someone's
have a third-person view, so you can see someone coming, whereas in now, you can't.
You can't. Wow.
Yeah, and when the lights go off, they go out for everybody. Cool. In the game, they don't go out for the killer, so to speak. Sure.
Wow.
Oh, man, it was insane.
Honestly, download it on your phone. Among Us is fun, man.
You were telling me that game before.
I have it on my phone, too.
Yeah, me too, but it's harder on your phone.
It is
hard. It's harder because when someone gets killed, and there's like they do the notification, like they do the alert.
Yeah, the report.
Report.
Yeah.
Now you're texting to say who you think did it.
That's right.
And it's hard for you to like, oh, it wasn't me, even though it was you.
Yeah.
You're like, no, man, I was hanging out with Purple. And then Purple's like, no, I didn't see this guy. And then suspect, and then
or the first guy, or you report the body, and then the first guy to types self-report, and then everybody right away just.
Oh, you can report if you're the killer?
Of course you can.
I've never done that shit.
Oh, dude, that's a great strategy. You know how many times I've done that shit?
Of course, man. Of course.
He's hiding in the bushes. He knows how to get around things.
He knows all about getting away with it.
I had. So I was playing.
He's Argentinian too.
I was playing with Jay.
Slippery Danny over here.
So I was playing with Jay.
Yeah.
And there's this kid that plays with Jay. He's a 13-year-old kid, super nice guy. His mom made some stuff for Jay and Kevin Smith, and like sent it to him, like these boxes. When they did they had a pop-up movies in Red Bank.
Nice.
He went to go see and whatnot. Super sweet kid, really nice guy. We're all playing Among Us, and they're both together. And I get this crazy idea because I'm the killer, and I'm chopping people down, and I need a couple more. And I'm like, how can I do this? I'm like, I got an idea.
And you guys are talking to each other the whole time,
so,
right?
No, you can't. In between rounds,
game.
You can't talk. Cool, Only voting time, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So Jason Mewes and this kid, what was his name? Go Biggs is his thing.
Yeah.
His avatar, so to speak, are beside each other. And I just go and I just, right in front of the kid, I kill Jason Mewes and I report the body.
Nice.
Right? And I report the body. And the first thing that comes out of my mouth is, Biggs, I thought Jay Mewes was like a brother to you. Why would you kill him in front of me?
Right? So everyone's like getting him out.
So the kid, being 13, just started laughing.
Yeah.
So right away, he laughs. Everybody in chat is like, vote Biggs. Ding, 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 ding. Everyone's voting Biggs. I'm dying of laughter going, oh my gosh, I can't believe this worked.
You pulled it off.
The kid, Biggs, they even ask him, Biggs, what do you have to say for yourself? And the kid just laughs. He didn't even defend himself.
You shit
right?
Right?
So then whatever, he gets floated off of the ship, and
hilarious.
I end up winning the whole round.
Amazing.
And then I was just like, I'm so sorry, man. I had to do it. I was gonna do it the other way. I go, but
this way it works.
Jay Mewes is a good
talker.
He can talk it
out of it,
so he can talk out, and it's his stream. More people are gonna believe him, given that I have.
So, but once you get killed, you can't talk.
That's it.
So why did you decide to kill Jason? Because you were the killer.
No, I was the imposter.
So sometimes there's one imposter, there's two, depending on three.
You can choose. So but if you have 10 people, it's good to have 2 imposters.
Yeah.
And then you have like a kill cooldown, and then you have like these tasks that you have to do, and you can like visualize the task, or you can take that off. So if I'm doing a task, you can't see me do it, which makes the game harder.
Nice.
Because if you have visual tasks on, if I'm the killer and I'm faking a task, you can see that I'm faking it.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas in the other way, you can't. So you can be like, oh, I was doing this task. And then once you play a few and you get to know the map, you get to know the tasks. So you can just bullshit and be like, I was downloading over here. I was doing wires over here.
I was doing this thing over here. I was doing
But it also works
taking out the trash over there.
Like, I was playing once and I had eaten some edibles. and everything was
Your
fine.
character or you?
Me.
Okay.
Right? So I had eaten some edibles.
And he's like, "Yo, Purple did it," and then they're like, "Yo, dude, you're Purple."
No, it was actually I had killed somebody and I reported it, and then they were like, "Well, what did you do? You know,
where were you?
Bones, where were you?" And I was like, "I was in," and then I was like,
I don't know.
I'm too stoned, man. I don't remember.
I don't know where I was.
I had this elaborate, I had this thing in my head, like, okay, this is what, if they ask me what I did, this is what I'm going to say what I did.
I was in the library with the candle.
It was Bones in the library with the candlestick.
That's it, yeah. But I was just
I would love to play a cool game online.
And I was just like, and they were like, what did they say?
Colonel Mustard.
Bones for Airlock 2020.
Nice.
And then there I go. You see me
just
floating out. And you're like, oh, shit, dude, that was me.
It was, you're like, damn it.
Nice.
PS5, you in
I'm
or
getting
not?
it. I'm in. You're going to get it?
In.
Yeah. And then, you know what? We'll Twitch.
Not November 5th, though.
December.
Nah,
January.
Maybe February. I want the prices to go down.
They won't.
It will. They
Not
always
in
do.
2
There's
months,
always
dude.
but there's always some sort of.
Are you
going
to get the CD or are you going to do the?
I want the CD.
Yeah, I
want the Blu-ray.
$200 more, man.
But it's the Blu-ray. It's everything else, right?
It's Blu-ray, and I buy used games for $5.
That's true.
At EB Games.
Yeah, but I buy online when they go on sale.
Did you see the trailer for Far Cry 6?
Yes, I did, and it's got what's his name?
Giancarlo
Esposito.
What about Cyberpunk?
I didn't see the commercial for that. No, I didn't.
No, it's got the one.
Keanu Reeves.
Yes. See, he knows.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm buying the PS5, but I might go digital because I'm cheap. But because I just bought a
Blu-rays,
$1,000 fucking
Blu-rays and stuff too.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't buy Blu-rays anymore.
No,
it does 4K though.
It's 4K too.
I don't have a 4K TV.
You don't?
No,
dude, they cost us. They're cheap. Now.
They're cheaper than the PS5.
I know, but
they're cheaper than that phone.
I know, but this plays 4K. I don't. My TV's still good. I don't need a new one yet.
Too right now.
So for me to buy a new TV right now doesn't make sense.
Well, I went from a 32-inch television to a 55-inch 4K.
Big difference.
And it was just because in my house I don't have enough room to put a desk and have all of this that you have, right?
Yeah.
So I play on my couch. I have a
hook up your PC to the.
I have a sectional. I have my TV, which is 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I have my PC hooked up
to your TV.
And then I have 2 cords. One for my keyboard. One for my for the Xbox joystick. Any games that are whatever. Of course. And I just lounge. I put it on my lap. And
but I already have a 55-inch TV, so for me to get rid of it for no apparent reason,
for one extra thing,
just to get one more thing. Once it starts to go out the door, I'll get a new one for sure.
Yeah.
Or I got to get bigger. That's all. I got to go bigger.
55 inch is nice.
It's perfect size for me. I mean, I'd go 65.
Yeah, but you can. I mean, we work in an industry where we know when shit's gonna go on sale, so to speak.
You mean like set sales?
Yeah, those auction
things for shows.
Yeah, we haven't seen that in a while though.
They just did 4. They did 4 for Just American Gods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got that email.
I sent it to him.
I forgot all
They sold all the cars.
Everything.
Really?
They sold.
But you have to. It's like in a whole auction. You got to spend I'd say an hour just looking at everything.
Yeah.
Well, no, you know what I mean. I don't.
You don't know. But what if you see something you don't know? You want.
They had just the last auction they did. Yeah. They had a whole bunch of arcade games.
Stand-up ones.
Yeah, they had Pac-Man.
Wow.
What was that?
Sometimes Costco's got them too, man.
Or whatever, and it was big, but I think it might have been the originals ones.
Oh, the taller guys, big ones.
Which that's the difference.
Where the hell are you gonna put it?
I can't put it anywhere.
I can't put it anywhere. Where are you?
Which I didn't buy.
In the door, right?
Couldn't even get in the door. No.
Yeah,
you can get it through the door, but then what are you gonna put? You put it in the closet.
Yeah. Well, you would have to move your table here. You'd have to move this.
Yeah, goodbye space station.
Goodbye everything.
Goodbye mothership.
Yeah, goodbye mothership. It would be one of those.
And I have it on the console anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, whatever.
But you got a nice monitor there anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, he's got a good setup here.
Yeah, it's neat, right? So I can work from here. I put the table around my workstation as I'm looking up. Yeah, it's
I'll never fucking use that
editing.
What, that?
Fuck that thing.
Dude, That thing's because you can't see. You have to look up, bro. It's at his.
No, bro. When I stand up, I don't fucking want to use that thing ever again.
You can trip balls watching this thing too. I think that's why we get more viewers watching it.
Just people, just stoners get stuck.
Look at the colors.
No, I think
he's not even stoned yet.
Right. I think I have I have a similar case. It's glass and it's got the 3 fans in the front and then,
water. Yeah, water cooled.
Oh, mine's not water cool. I didn't go for water cool yet.
Where do you put the water?
Sure. No, it's already.
Where does the water come out of it?
Every morning
when you gotta drain it.
When he has to go take a leak,
he pisses in the computer.
He pees in it and then it flows. That's why it's.
I'm the computer whiz.
Are
you pissing cold piss, Danny?
Sometimes
in your veins.
That's my.
All right, listen. Let's end this here.
Yeah,
let's get out of here.
We'll
I got some Chinese food.
I
got some Chinese food at home. I got to
eat. We'll do some Twitch. Again.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna download Twitch tonight when I get home.
It's too late for you to eat.
I know, dude. No, I don't care. I'm gonna do it.
The gyms are closed. It doesn't count.
No, that's why I should.
Danny wants to get on my original diet that I lost all this weight. So
I do.
Yeah. So
pizza, beer.
That's my current diet. But my old diet.
Well, I've been okay. I mean,
I think you've been doing right.
I've lost a few pounds since I started
now
working.
you're back to work again. But I'm gonna go home and eat. That's what I'm trying to get out of here.
15,000 steps or close to it.
Yeah. See, you're back to the routine. Cool. Yeah.
I'm getting there too. Yeah, I'm gonna go home and eat some Chinese food.
He doesn't walk a lot.
Not anymore. I have people.
Well, you can. The new rules, right?
I can't leave set.
Yeah. No, he can't leave set.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, have you been headlocked again?
No, not yet. All right, listen. Let's get out. I need Chinese food. Danny, thank you so much for coming, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Thanks,
guys. We'll do Twitch. I'm gonna download Twitch and we'll figure it out.
You might see us on Twitch now.
You might.
We'll see.
Hey,
I might do my Fortnite on Twitch with you.
Listen, as long as and just so you know, if you ever become like an affiliate or a partner or whatever on Twitch, you can't live stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? You can't live stream it.
Oh, but we never live stream on YouTube.
But you can put it. You can do your stream and then upload it later.
Okay, that's fine.
So that
we never live.
We'll figure it out.
I don't even know how to live stream on.
But I mean, to get to that level, I think you guys won't have an issue because I'm sure you have more than 50 people that listen into this. I know.
I don't know if they'll go on Twitch though.
No, but I know you got one extra person today, which is Jay.
Oh yeah.
Because
for the record,
because I'm on.
Jay was gonna listen before you were gonna. He asked me before, and then I said, "Why don't you come on the show?" Anyway.
And then he got excited and was like, "I'm definitely gonna watch."
Jay calls Danny the Argentinian Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
He calls him Faux Pesci. Yeah. All right, listen. Let's get at it. I got a Chinese food to eat.
Yeah. All right,
okay. On social media, Danny, what's your tag? If you want, do you want anybody? What are you on Instagram?
I'm not on Instagram.
Are you not?
Okay.
What's your Twitch? What's your Twitch?
My
name?
Twitch is Superbones.
Yeah, same thing on his Instagram.
Yeah. It's actually different.
It is different. You can find. I'll do a quick recap. We didn't We talked about our business in the show business. Danny is an LSP. You know, things we have fights with producers that are taking Halloween costumes. We talked a whole bunch. We talked Twitch.
Sponsorships.
Anyway, we talked a little bit.
How's that Joe Boxer ad going?
It's happening. I don't know.
We're trying.
Anyway, you can find us on our social media at Grunts and Grumbles Official is our Facebook and our Instagram. You can find our podcast on YouTube at Grunts and Grumbles Podcast.
Yep.
Our Twitter is Grunts and Grumbles Official.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm at Zomvini.
And I'm at TG Willman.
Everybody, happy Halloween.
Yes.
To all a good fright. To our Halloween episode next.
Yeah.
Twitchy.